This is in the featherweight division. Introducing first, representing BST Academy, Josh Hood.
He's loving them arrows.
Introducing his opponent, representing different breed, it's Tony Lai.
So the action about to begin here in the featherweight division. Our last bout of the prelim card. It feels like it's come up so quickly.
It's because most of the fights didn't last long.
well, yeah. Yeah, that much is absolutely true.
It has though. It has come round.
So they touch gloves and the action begins.
Have we saved best for last on the prelims?
We'll see. Both men shifting back and forth, switching stances. Nice head kick attempt. My Hood avoids the low kick of Lai.
Oh, nice little blitz.
Yeah, sharp left hook. Narrowly missed, now with the left straight. Oh, strong inside low kick. But good.
Great wrestling.
Yeah, great wrestling by Hood there. Reacted well to that. And now finds his way into the top position. The line not receiving much damage, but needs to work his way to his feet.
Near the corner of BST, letting their lad know what they want him to be doing. And he's responding, he's doing exactly what they're asking.
Some nice little knees to the back of the thigh as well. Again, just good to like constantly be thinking in any of these positions, how can I damage my opponent?
Yeah, and it adds up. It adds up and it takes its toll. It may not be one of them like heavy shots that you're like, oh my God, that hurt, but 5, 6 of them, they start hurting.
Lai looking for a triangle here. Oh, he's pulled the head down.
Oy.
Now look,
yeah,
switching over. He can use this to create a scramble though. If he keeps hold of that elbow, can force Hood. Now he's going back to the triangle, but he's opened the guard. Oh, maybe switching to the armbar now. Yeah, he is.
Wow, that's a nice armbar.
Yeah, this looks tight.
It's got to stay heavy. It's got to stay heavy.
Yeah, put some pressure on that head. Maybe rest that right knee on the head of Lai. But yeah, the different breed fighter, he's really flipped the script here.
Lai looking over to his corner for help.
Hood just needs to sort of, I think, settle. Just keep the pressure on, remain calm. Lai's now unlocked his hands to land those hammer fists. But yeah, just tangled up at the minute.
There's the clacker.
Man, well, in a round that was pretty much all Josh Hood, that submission attempt might just have maybe made the judges reconsider.
Yeah. To be fair, that was nice jiu-jitsu by Tony Lai there, to be fair.
Yeah.
And that armbar looked tight.
It did. It looked very close and
very problematic.
It all just depends. Problematic in a good way.
Yeah.
It all just depends on how the judges interpret the rules.
Yeah.
You know, generally speaking, you know, damage is number one, and then from there it's sort of dominance and control. And how exactly do you quantify that? Well, I think nearly finishing the fight by a sneaky armbar,
it's a pretty good way of,
it's not physical damage in the way that punching you in the face is, but you know,
it's the way damage grappling can be done.
Yeah, exactly. I was one transition away from snapping someone's arm in half.
Yeah. Had he zigged when I should have zagged, it could have been all over.
Exactly. But then, if you're more in favour of the control of Josh Hood, you might say coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know?
Yeah, I hear that. True. Yeah.
So, again, very 50-50, and both of these men are likely going to come out with the expectation that they need to win dominantly these next 2 rounds. Both men feinting back and forth.
That Hood does have that sport karate style, stance and movement.
It feels as though Lai is almost trying to emulate it.
I was going to say, he looks like he's trying to simulate the same thing.
Beautiful series of kicks by Hood. Snapping up the head kick and then front leg side kick. Oh, good shot. Looping left hand. Nice body kick. Good low kick by Lai. Ooh.
Very close.
Yeah, that was close. Got to watch out. The knees to the head are not legal in AMI MMA. Oh, and Hood came crashing in.
That looked sus like a knee to the head there.
Yeah, the referee hasn't said anything yet. That's 2 times now. His knees have come pretty close to the face.
I think the ref did give him a look on that one, as in,
yeah,
I may have to say something on the next one.
Nice shot there by Lai as they came in close. Little short left hook. Oh, now Hood lunging from quite far out, but he's in deep.
Yeah, turned the corner. Lovely work. Lovely.
Good stuff. And now, obviously, he's aware of the jiu-jitsu threat of Tony Lai. So we'll see how that changes his progression here. Lai's got sort of a butterfly hook over the top of the knee-cutting leg of Hood. But yeah, Hood's in a good position here. It's kind of acting as almost a leg drag, and with that underhook, he can now look to frame and land damage. Just needs to get that left hand free and begin working with it.
Butterfly hook from Tony seems to just be slowing Josh getting past.
But this is where, again, Hood should hunker down. You know, this is MMA, it's not jiu-jitsu, and he's got a lovely staple.
Yeah.
Should make use of it. Chip away and put some hurt on Tony Lai. Oh, he's starting to throw now.
Yeah, that butterfly hook's gone now.
And this is a great position for the BST fighter.
Yeah.
He should let the bombs fly. Tony Lai adjusts and now comes back to the guard. 10 seconds remaining in the round. Can he do anything with this guard position? Looks like he can't. And it was interesting, Tony Lai put his leg back in that sort of, if you were doing pure jiu-jitsu, it would almost be like you were trying to invert for like saddle or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, at one point I thought he was going to actually try for a leg entanglement but it was interesting jiu-jitsu on the floor. I probably would have not wanted to try and, I probably would have been trying to look to actually get up a little bit more than settle for the submissions. Josh is aware now that you have a submission game to you. You're going to have to pull something out the bag, and he's not going to allow you now to start tying up and separating and isolating.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like if your game is, I'm going to try and submit you, especially if it's from the bottom, you don't want the guy to know about it until it's too late.
Yes.
So it's like if I can condition you to think, oh, I'm trying to get up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get up, and then at the last minute, bang!
That's
now,
where I'll catch you.
Now I've got you.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, he knows the submission threat is there, so now use that to try and stand up.
Yes.
But
But
yeah,
it didn't seem to be doing any of that.
no, Lai seemed content to stay on his back. Oh, good combination of strikes.
He
And
took
Lai,
pressure on him. That was good.
yeah, Lai's coming out now with a bit of a different intensity, I think.
He might realise he's down 2 rounds.
Yeah. Oh, good shot by Josh Hood.
That was solid.
That was a really good shot, a whipping left hand. Lands it again. Oh!
That was a slip. To be fair, he slipped on the way in.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, because the punch actually landed, he
Oh.
weren't landed.
yeah. Now driving in on the double leg. Oh, beautiful lift. Drops his man down. And now this is where Tony Lai needs to get active. It's like you either need to be emptying the tank to get back to your feet, or if you are going to play the kind of jiu-jitsu whiz game, whip out everything. It needs to be kimuras, it needs to be arm bars, triangles.
Throw the kitchen sink at him,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because right now, hunkering down in bottom half guard, it's not what he wants.
No, not when you've got 1:30 left of the third round. And you're potentially down 2 rounds as well. You've got to get your skates on. You've got to start making something happen.
Or Hood tried to step over to mount there, but Lai did well to weave his way out.
Butterfly's elevation's good, but you're still staying underneath.
Yeah, and again, you'll know what I mean. It feels very jiu-jitsu.
Yes,
You know,
not MMA.
Yeah, it's like he's playing the jiu-jitsu game, and it's like that. It's not really appropriate for where you're at right now.
No. And Josh Hood's happy to be entangling up. With Tony seeming to be very happy on the bottom.
And again, as long as Hood has this underhook, it's going to be very difficult for Tony to really get underneath him.
Get up, get out, and do anything really.
And yeah, now Hood's starting to pour on the volume.
Although
he's put himself in an omoplata again. Again, this is a notoriously difficult to finish sub, and
it's hard enough in jiu-jitsu, let alone when someone can punch you in the face.
yeah, exactly. And so Hood now content to just weigh on Lai's guard, hang on his legs. Lovely trapping of that bottom leg, and he's now going to look to hammer away in the closing 10 seconds of round 3.
Strong finish by Josh Hood here. Just dominant.
Yeah, and that's a good performance there. Tony Lai presenting some problems, presenting some challenges, but
Submission-wise, definitely.
yeah,
definitely.
But I think the better rounded fighter, the better MMA fighter was clearly Josh Hood.
Yes. Jiu-jitsu definitely went to Tony though.
Yes.
I would definitely say the level of jiu-jitsu was there, but this isn't a jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you are going to treat it that way, got to be much more decisive with the attacks.
Yeah. But what was Tony's record? 2 and 3.
Yeah.
He's still got plenty of learning to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, nice.
He's come up against a good opponent from a good gym as well, and he didn't do himself any disjustice.
No, not at all. Well,
no disjustice at all.
Our MC, Hayley Valentine, is inside the cage. Let's hand it over to her for the official decision.
We go down to the judges' scorecard, and it goes down to a unanimous decision. In the red corner, Josh Hood. Well done to both fighters in the cage. So we are going to go to a break now, so grab a drink, grab some food. We'll see you back at 6 o'clock.